Steve from TCL. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Asus P9X79 motherboard. It's one of the latest boards on the new LGA 2011 socket from Intel, which supports the 2nd gen i7, so some extreme performance coming out of this socket. So it supports quad channel memory and lots of other amazing features. I'll give you a little sneak peek, but let's pull in and see what comes in the box. Right, okay, so I've just zoomed in a little bit more on the packaging now to show you what's going on with that, because there is quite a lot of information about the board on this. Now, not only have we just got the specifications, but they also go into detail to actually label everything on the board there for you. They then go into a little bit more information about all the features that are on there. Now, it's not just on here where they do that, they also do it under the lid. They also go into some great detail on all the features there. Now, I'll go into a little bit more detail on these as we're taking a look at each one on the board. The basic rundown of it is, it supports SATA 6 gigabit per second, it supports quad channel on the PCI Express, we've got quad channel memory in there, so you've got high bandwidth memory. I think it's maximum of 64 gig. Maximum of 64 gig at 2400 with an overclock, so that's DDR3 in there. But yeah, there's a lot of features on there. Some of the really good features that we like to see on the Asus boards, like the easy BIOS flash and backup utilities. There's a port and button on there specifically for that. So yeah, there are a lot of good features on this board, so let's open it up, see what accessories we get, and then I'll show you on the board. Right, okay, so I've zoomed in a little bit closer now so you can see what's going on as we're opening up the packaging on this one. So I won't waste any time, and we'll get this out. Now I'm going to take the board out and pop it to one side. Over there for now. Take out that, let's have a look at what we get. Right, we've got our I/O shield plate there. Have a 3-way SLI bridge. We have another SLI strap bridge there. Now the board comes with SATA 6 gig and 3 gig per second on there, so we've got the two 3 gig per second cables there and 4 6 gig per second cables there. Now we come with these front panel adapters and USB adapters. Now they're quite handy, these, if you want to wire up your front panel on your case first and then just pop this onto the board. I personally don't use them because I like to go for a tidy cable management setup, so these add too much length to the board. I like to just get my cables out of the way. So they do come in handy, but I personally don't use them. We've got a Asus user guide there, got a quick start guide, got a handy little instruction set up on the LGA 2011 socket there, because it's a new socket, it's not one that we're used to. It's not like the 775, there's actually 2 levers on this LGA socket, so instructions there on how that one works, and then a couple of little instructions on some of the unique features of the board. So put that to one side. We also have our drive and utilities disc and a little sticker there for the front of your case. So that's that for the accessories. So I'll just clear all these up and then I'll bring the board in. We'll have a closer look at that. Right, okay, so we've got the board there so we can have a nice clear look at it. Now the first thing you notice is probably the fact that that's a huge CPU socket, and we've also got 2 sets of 4 banks of RAM. So it supports quad channel memory up to 64 gig, and that is a huge CPU socket. Now it's a little bit different to the LGA one that we're used to, because you don't just have a single lever, but it does still hinge like the original one did. You just have to take this one off first, lift that up, that then releases the ability to unlock that arm, which you can then lift up and over, and press that one down, fit your CPU. You don't have to worry about lifting this off and possibly dropping it, damaging any pins, etc. So once your CPU's been fit, you would then lay that back down, hinge that one down, which will let you lock under there, like that, and then this one comes down and locks as well. So also noticing around where the CPU fan's going to fit, I've not seen a fan for one of the chips that goes in here, but it's actually threaded, so if we flip the board over, we don't have the holes for the original push pin CPU coolers like on the 775s, etc. So that's quite nice to see. Just flipping the board over now so we can have a quick look at the back of it. So we have 4 USB ports there. I believe the white one is in association with the BIOS recovery button there, so if you have a bad BIOS flash, your BIOS becomes corrupted, get a USB pen with a .bin file on, pop it in there, push that button. Hopefully if the board can, it will flash it itself. Got 2 USB 3.0s there just underneath the gigabit Ethernet. We've got our optical out. We've got 2 powered eSATA controllers there, so if you've got an external SATA drive that supports power over eSATA, we've got that there. Another 2 USB 3.0 ports, some USB 2s, Bluetooth adapter, and the Realtek high definition audio. So that's it for the rear panel. Now I've noticed that this board doesn't come with any fancy accessories like your rear poster that you get on some of the higher end boards. That is still built on the board though. We have a power and reset button there, so if you've got this out on a test bench or anything like that, it's convenient. We have dip switches for our EPU and TPU there. 3 USB headers. We've got plenty of fan and system chassis fan headers. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can count. So plenty of expandability there. We've still got the traditional 24-pin power connector and the ATX 8-pin there as well. I believe that's a USB 3.0 header. So yeah, the board's pretty much packed with expandability and features there. We've got our Digi power controller there, which is power controller for the DRAM and CPU, so that's to help you get better overclocks. Nice feature that we're starting to see on boards now is a little mem test button, so you pop that. That'll test the memory, tell you if it's the memory that's stopping your system from posting. Just loads of features on this board. What I can't wait to do is get hold of a CPU, get it in here and see what sort of speeds we can get out of it. So, see if I can convince them to let me use it to do my video editing. But yeah, it's a good board, there's a lot of features there. Not sure on the price, but we'll put that on screen if we can. So yeah, if you're looking to jump to the 2011 socket, I would probably recommend the Asus boards, just for build quality, expandability and the features that you get with them. Okay, so that concludes our unboxing and overview of the Asus P9X79 motherboard. It appears to have lots of expandability, feature rich, seems to be a really good board. Can't wait to get a chip in this, as I said earlier, and see how it performs. Probably use it for rendering out some videos, give you guys some feedback on what I think to it. So yeah, I'm going to finish off the video with some slides of the actual specs, and the link will be down in the description. Obviously the product code etc has already been on, so yeah, if you want to check it out on our website, have a look. And thanks for watching. My name's Steve. Please rate, comment and subscribe.